we are going to be using JavaScript to add functionality to the movies form. And one of the things that we want to add is when a user enters a quantity, we want this cost to be updated. So we want an event listener on that quantity element, and if we go find it here, here's that quantity element. It's an input, type equals text, ID is movie adult quantity. So in the JavaScript, we currently have a load event handler that will call this function add listeners. And it's inside here that we want to have this new listener that we're going to be adding. And this is going to be an event handler for the quantity for adult movie tickets. Okay, and so to do this, we want to get that element, so we do document.getElementById, and the ID on that one was movie adult quantity. We put that there, and then we do .add event listener. And the first parameter for an event listener is the event itself. What event is this going to be connected to? And if we look at this, we've done load events. We don't want this to happen on the load. And another one that we've used is the click event, and that would be that event right there where I just click on that input. We don't want that to happen because that's still 0, so nothing's happened yet. We want it to happen when this changes, so when the value of that text box changes. The name of that event is change. Okay, and I'm just going to create an anonymous function to handle this event. So function parentheses and then the opening and curly braces, and here we can add the code to handle that event. Well, to compute the cost, we're going to need the quantity, which was just entered by the user, so we need to go get it. So we do document.getElementById, and it's going to be this same element that we're getting, but now we want its value. So we get that value. The other thing we're going to need is the price, and remember that we have the price in that hidden element. So if we go look over here, we have that price in that input type hidden. There's the price right there, that value of that, and that's that a movie adult price. So we can go back to JavaScript and we can get that document.getElementById, that movie adult price dot value. So now we have the price and the quantity, so we can compute the cost because it is simply quantity times price. Now that we have that cost, we can go ahead and update this element. So we can set the value in the cost element to that cost that we've computed. So we need to get that element, document.getElementById, and the cost element is movie adult total dot value, and we want that to be equal to the cost. All right, let's save that and see what happens. So we refresh this, we add a value here, so let's go ahead and add a 2. Notice nothing happens yet. While we're still in here, it's allowing us to make changes. We haven't figured out we're done yet until we leave that. And then as soon as we're done, what does it do? It got the quantity, it got the price, and it updated the cost.